Hello everyone, I'm Silas Naklick, and I'm back at First Baptist for a second summer internship. And one of the things that I'm really excited to do is to share with the church some of the things that I've learned in Israel over the past few months. Between the times of September till December, I was in Israel with an extension program called IBEX that's affiliated with the Master's University in Santa Clarita. That's the school that I attend. And we took a group of 25 people over into the hill country and stayed at a moshav called Yad HaShminah. And it's in the biblical location of Kiryat Ya'arim, which means village of the trees. And that's a very important biblical location because it's where the Ark of the Covenant rested for about 100 years before David took it to Jerusalem. And one thing that I learned in Israel, and perhaps one of the most important, is that the events of the scriptures did not take place in some sort of a vacuum that's separated from the rest of history. Many times people will say, in Bible times this happened, or in Bible times that happened. But the Bible didn't take place at a separate time, but it was weaved throughout God's sovereign plan of world history in general. One example would be King Sennacherib of Assyria, where he went up against Jerusalem, and Hezekiah's faith was tested. And that's just one of many examples where the Bible took place in real history with real people in real time. And another thing that I learned in Israel that's really important is that the Bible's geographical accuracy is attestation for its reliability. And what I mean by that is that the biblical authors understood the land that they were writing about. Unlike many of the writings that came along later that were forged, they don't match up with the land that they were talking about. But the biblical account does, and one account would be in Isaiah, where Isaiah describes the account of Sennacherib coming up against Jerusalem. And it says that they stored their supplies at Michmash to go over the pass and say, "We will camp overnight at Geba. Ramah trembles, Gibeah of Saul flees." And then it says, "Cry out, daughter of Galim, listen, Laish, poor Anatoth. Madmenah is in a flight, and the people of Gebim take cover. This day they will halt at Nob, they will shake their fist at the mount of daughter Zion, at the hill of Jerusalem." And that's really describing the northern approach to Jerusalem. And it's showing that Isaiah knew exactly where Sennacherib was going, and he knew the land. So if I could boil Israel down into one thing, and it's that the Bible is real, and that it took place in real time with real people, and those places are still available for public viewing. And it was just a blessing to see that the people of God, God's chosen people, the Jews, are still in the land. And that points forward to a future restoration, and that God is not done with his people, and that God has fulfilled his promises in the past. And he makes it possible for us to see evidence for that. And that proves that our faith is not based upon some esoteric mystery, but that it's based upon truth, and it's grounded in history, and that we know that God will also continue to fulfill his promises in the future.